Hello everyone, this is part 3 of the series on spectral analysis of aeromagnetic data sheet 8 Kano State, Nigeria for geothermal energy potential, which is a full course. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a study area map that covers the data sheet 80. So this is the study area map we are going to create from scratch using Google Earth Pro and Qgis. So this is the study area maps. As you can see, this is Nigeria showing Kano State. This is Kano State showing all the local government. And this rectangular square box is the study area. And this is the map. We can see we have some railways. We have major roads in red, and gray are the minor roads. The blue actually lines are the rivers. The shaded blue actually water bodies like dam and etc, etc. And there is a railway, and we have some major towns within the study area. So this is actually the map we are going to create in this course, in this video series, part 3, from beginning to the end. So what we need to have what we call shapefile for Nigeria, and also that's showing all the states. And also we need to have a shapefile for Kano State showing all the local government. Then also we need to have shapefiles for major roads, railways, water bodies, rivers, etc, etc. So these are the things, two things we need to download. So where are we going to get these shapefiles from? So let's head over to our Google Chrome. The first one is to get the shapefile for the country as well as states. So we'll move to gdem.org. So this is where we can get that data, that we have that for the country as well as the state. So we click on data. Then we'll move to country. Then from there you select the country. You know it's Nigeria, so move down here. We have Nigeria. From there you see it's going to give you in 3 levels. As you can see, this is actually the map area. The level 0 is actually the country boundary. The level 1, the country with the state, and level 2 is a state with local government. So you click on download shapefile. You know it's 3 megabytes. I've already downloaded it. It's on my desktop, which is air. As you can see, this is the folder air. Then the next thing is to get the roads, the railways, and the water bodies. So we head over to OpenStreetMap. So head to OpenStreetMap, and where we can get that of something. So it is from there we are going to navigate to this site. Sorry, the network is very slow. So you can see this OpenStreetMap. OpenStreetMap is a map of the world created by people like you and free to use under an open license. So this, you can see, this is actually where you can get major roads, settlements, villages, rivers, railway, etc, etc. So what you need to do, there you click on export. Then I think you move down to where you have other third-party site where you can download what you have in shapefile. You click on Geofabric downloads. So and this will take you to this site. From here you can navigate. You can see. So this is, it said what OpenStreet data extract. So as you can read here and see what all it tells. Then we click on Africa. Since Nigeria is in Africa, then we select the country. Nigeria is Nigeria. Then we all we need is a shape file. You see the size is 300 megabyte in the other format, but the format we need is shape zip file. So we click on this to download. Let's see what is the size. You can see the size is 1.1 gigabyte. So I've already downloaded it. So these are the two things you need. You need to download the shape file, the OpenStreetMap shape file for your country, and also the administrative boundaries from this website, gedm.org. So these are the two downloads we have. Yeah, so these are the ones. So now let's create a folder on our desktop to bring this one in, which I will call shape files. That will move this one, all these two folders, all these two zip folders inside this folder shape files, and click. Now we need to extract this, and right click, extract to this. Now it has extracted, so let's delete this folder. They'll come here also, we extract. So let's wait for it to extract. So it will take some few minutes to complete. As you can see, it's 27%. So while it's extracting, let's minimize. Now let's go back to in our previous video. If you can check the site, let's go back to my YouTube channel. I created the second series on how to create the folder structure, as well as to create the study area boundary shape file, which we do in this video. You can watch it from here, and we save it in this inside this folder. So another subfolder called study area, square study area. So double click this one. This will take us to Google Earth Pro. So this is what we have in the second part 2 of the series, where we created the study area boundaries. You can watch that video on my YouTube channel. Let me minimize. Let's cross check and see whether the extra okay is 999. So okay, now we have these folders here. Now let's delete this. Now we have all our files are here, as well as the other files which are here. So what we need now to get is to get the major towns. This will give us the major roads, the minor roads, the railways, the rivers, the water bodies, settlement, etc. So what we need is the major towns. Okay, the major towns within the study area boundary, which we can get from the Google Earth Pro. So you can see this red is the study area boundary. So these are actually the towns. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what we do, click on places. Let's create a folder. We call that folder study area. Then OK. Make sure that is highlighted. And now what we do, hold down the left mouse button and drag to position it very well. This is for you to move it. As you can see, left, right, up, down. By clicking here, up, down, you can up, down, and left, right. By using the mouse wheel button, you can scroll. You can zoom in and zoom out using a mouse, the middle mouse scroll wheel of your mouse. So yeah, let's zoom out a little bit and see some towns. You can see. So let me off some buildings here. Let's see, let's go back a little bit. It may reduce the size of this. You can see, so let me go a little bit. Let me zoom out. So you can see there are so many towns, so I will go back a little bit. Let me reduce. Okay. So I think it's okay. Now you can see, so we have these towns here. So now the next thing is to convert these towns into a KML file. Each one of these, what we call, we want to digitize this. So you can see, so these are the major towns we need here. Okay. So we need to, so these are the major towns we are going to create. Yeah, we're going to create under the KML file. Make sure that you select the study area. If you have already selected the area, we'll click placement, which is this. Then we'll start with this one. We name it Ngaro. Then you move this, click and drag and position it. It will disappear. Once it disappears, then you let it go. So that you click OK. Then the next one is Kenya. Also, you make sure that this one is selected. Kenya, you have Kanya. Then you move it down here also. So we create the other one, which you call Cabo. Don't position it, so later you can change it. Those Cabo, that's it. Then we'll click here to add placement, Remingado. Click Remingado. Click again. Then we have Remingata. Okay, so Remingata. Then the next one, we have this Gulu. We'll move it. Then we have Madobi. Madobi. Adobe. Then click again, Zoo. Then you move it down here. Click OK. Dorawa. Kiru. Then you drag, let me move this one by the side. Kiru. Maku. Let's write Maku. Mamku. Maku. move this one by the side, then drag and position it. Marco is positioned. Then let's see, we have these 3 towns here. These 3 towns, this is DETRI. So why is it? Yeah, is it? So let's drag and bring it here. Okay. Then Karaye, let's select KARAYE. Move it down here a bit. There's Karaye. This down here. Bascori. So we have this down. Let's see. DUGABAU. Go to move here. Let's see which one remain. So we can have this down. UNG Ungwan. Usama. Move it down a bit. So I think we have done with this side. I think there's a place called Janguza. GANGUZA. Why it is Janguza. Move it down to this point. We have Rumingata. Let's finish with these 2 towns here. Burji. So drag to that point. So we have Konkoso. KWASO. I think these are the ones we have here. Let's see. Let's take one of these 2 from the side. Garimalam. GAMALLAM. So let's do Kura. KURA. Click OK. So let's see this town. RUGAR. DUK. Since there are 2, we can just choose anyone and click OK. Then let's see this mouse button. Let's move here a little bit. Then now this one remain. Let's see. TURAWA. Turawa. Let's move it down a bit. I think that's it. It's okay, perfect. Let this Qgis is not positioned well. Let's see how we can position it. Let's click on Qgis, right click, properties, then I move it. So you can see now it's positioned well. So now we have some few terms here. This one, let's see. BBG, BABEJI. Move them a little bit. Click OK. Let's do some of this. COFA, COFA. Let's drag it down here. Click OK. Then Dangora. Also, let's do it. Dangora. Then drag this down to this point. Dangora does it. Then shows here. Let's click on it. Let's move this, drag it to the left, and write it DANSOSHIYA. Let's see where it is. Okay, see it here, blinking. Then navigate it down and position it well. That's all. Now we have EULA along this side. EULA. EULA, this is the side we have. EULA is there. So we're almost there. So just take this one. BAURA. So let's take this water body close to the water body. Bagauda. Let me see. Bagauda. Move it close to that point. Yeah, I think this is the location. I think we have the last town here. This. So far, I think this is what we have. The last one is GWARMAI. Then move it down here. So I think that's what we have. I think that's also for what we have. We have done Kadawa. See, Kadawa is there. KADAWA. Can move it down there. Let's see. Kadawa. I think this is, let's position this one. Look, I think the name is this. Right click, properties, then move it down to this location. So let's see, let's go click back, position it. Okay, there are two, let's just pick one. Let's position it. Let's see. I think that's it. Okay. So I think, okay, that's last one here. Runtime. Let's move it down there. So I think this is what we have. Now I think we have done so far with the study area. There's no more time remain. We can leave this one because this one is outside, but you can still leave it. There's no need. If you want, you can do it there. The choice is yours, but at least we're able to get many of the towns. List BBG. Let's see BBG. Position it well. Always cross check. Okay, so I think all that is it. We have done. What you need to go is scroll back up. So these are all the major towns. So under this study area, you right click, save places as. Then we go back to our desktop under our project 1, Google Earth Pro. This area we call this study area. Study area towns. So give it the format KML, then click save. Now we have saved it. Then under Google save my places, so that anytime you come next time you can able to edit. So now we can close this, click save. So that's what we have now. We have the project here so far. Under our Google Earth Pro, we have it, study area towns. So we copy this one and bring it under to our shape files, then place it here. Then at the same time, take our study area, copy it, then bring it here. Now let's close. And the next thing we need to do is to open QGIS and load these files. Let's open QGIS. So let's wait for it to open. Now we are going to create now our shape files here. From all those ones we have already downloaded, we are going to select those one. We double click on this, or you click on new. So anyone you can click. Let me double click here for new project. Now I'm going to load the files. Then click here to bring those shape files. Then click. Then let's navigate to the desktop, which is under shape files. Let me first import these two. Change the format to KML. KML. Scroll down. KML. That is it. Keyhole markup language. KML. Then we select these two. Hold shift down, or hold shift down, and click on the other one. So we have selected the two. Then click open. Add. So those are the ones. So we have this. Then also here, click on this. Now let's bring the other ones, shape files. Now let's go into the administrative boundaries. Now let's set the format S3 shapefiles. Now Control A to select all, then open, then add. Now we have them. Then go back. Then here we go to the OpenStreetMap shapefiles. Now you can see them. What we need is see, there's so many of them: land use, buildings, natural, but that's not what we want. We need to have the railways. Hold the control down. Just click select the down. We have roads. Then click up. Let's see to select water bodies, including rivers, water bodies. They are also selecting waterways, ferries. Also, let's let them. Later we'll see which one. The railway. Let's see whether we have railways. Let's bring this one so far. Open, then add, then close. Now let's work with this data first. As you can see, we have so mixed up. Let's bring this one down, which is the country. Then this is the state, the local government. Now let me off all the other layers. So let off all the other layers, yeah, and try to see how we can be able to get there. Let me start with the of this one. Then right click, zoom to layer. As you can see, just a country shapefile boundary. So I think we don't need this one. So just right click, remove layer. Then select the next one, which not this one, the next one which show you the state, the boundaries and the state. So we need to convert this. Go to right click on this. Right click on this, open attribute table. Right click on this, hold this one, then save, export, save feature as. Then under our shape files, let's close a folder, call it new shape files. Under this, we can give it a name, ng state boundaries, and this, then OK. Now we have the state boundaries. Now on this, we don't need it, remove it. Now we remove this layer, then click OK. Now we have done with this. Then now let's come to the local government. Right click, export, features are, then click to select to save, to look for the location where you want to save it under new shape files. Then now we'll call it ng Nigeria local government area AGA boundaries. Then OK, click save, then OK. Now we have it. And now on this, we remove it, remove layer. So remove layer. Then now we've got this. Now let's bring our study area, square study area, drag and bring it below this one. Let on this layer, which is this. So now let's right click, zoom to layer. So this is that study area. Also need to export this. Click, then write ng study area boundary. Study area boundary. Click save, then OK. And now right click on this remove layer, then click OK. Now let off this layer, then the towns. Let's look at the towns. Now you can see these are the towns. All the towns. Let's see whether we are there. Right click on this identifier, then click on any one of these. You can see the area. Now let me select this. So if I click on this, you can see it's in Mingado. That is OK. Now we need to convert these towns into a shapefile. Then right click, export, save pictures as. Then we'll call it nga study area towns. Then OK. So these are the towns. Then remove this layer. As this now our starting to get closer. So that's where we are. Then the next thing, let's move railways. Let's look at the railways. These are our railways. Right click, features as ng railways. Then click OK. Remove layer. Click to remove layer. Now let's bring this one down here. Then these are the water bodies. Then right click, export. Then we'll move there and call it nga water bodies. And click OK, and that is it. So we have this remove layer. Now let's see the next one. Let's drag this, bring this one down. Let's see the waterways, which are mostly the rivers. Let's open the attributable. See, double click. See, we have canal. So stream, I think we can just select river and stream. So let us select only river and stream. So because there are so many, we can just select river and stream and leave the other one drain and canal. No, I think we can leave it like that. So problem, let's right click, export. Nga rivers and click OK. Remove layer and click OK. So now we have the rivers, the water bodies, the railways, the study area towns, study area boundary, the local government boundaries, the state boundaries. What we have now is the major roads and the minor roads. Now first let's save this in case. Save the project, go one back, project 1. Okay, let's click on save. Okay, now what we have done so far, we're able to get the rivers, the water bodies, the railways, study area, town, study area boundary, the and the local government boundaries and the state boundaries. So now because since the water are meaning, since the roads are meaning, so what we're going to do, we are going to bring our boundary box. Let's see, study area boundary. So our study area boundary is this. So right click, zoom to layer. Let's remove the background, double click, simple fill, then under fill type set it to no brush. The width, let me give the color, go back, give it a red, increase the width, then apply it. Now we want to select all the rows within our boundary, study area boundary. So what we do, move over to vector, click on vector, research tools, and then selection by location. We want to select all the routes within these places that crosses and also within. So what we do, here under the select feature from, you say this algorithm, it says select by location. Say this algorithm creates a selection in the vector layer. The criteria for selecting feature is based on the spatial relationship between each feature and the features in additional layer. Okay, so you have to select the features. So the features you have to select from is the GISM OM roads free. Let's locate it here, which is this. And now we want those that are within, contain, and also cross. All the rows that are within, contain, and also those that cross. Then click, then the extent. By comparing to this feature, we'll take our boundary, our study area boundary. We'll look at it here, which is NG study area boundary. Let's see, NG study area boundary. Then click run. Let's see. Let's click cancel. So now you can see all our roads are being highlighted with yellow, meaning that they have been selected. Click close. So these are only the roads we need. We need only this road. We need to export this as a shape file. Then go back to the roads, right click, export. This time around, we select save selected feature as. That is all those roads within our study area boundary. Then go to the location. I will put NG roads. Then click save. Then OK. Now it's OK. So we go here and then remove this layer. Now you can see all these are the roads so far we have within our study area. That's what we have. So now what we are going to do, first go now to the study area boundary and then try to style it a little bit. There we okay, so before that, let's first take the railways. Now we have the railways. So you see it's a large something. If I zoom in, these are all the railways. See, there are so many of them. So what we want to do, we want to get only the railways that passes through the study area. Let me zoom to the study area boundary. And what we do is the same thing. They will go to under vector, research tool, select by location. Then in this time around, railways, NG railways, our study area boundary. Next time around, we have those that are within, contain, and also those that cross. Then we'll click run, then close. As you can see, we have selected the railways within stored areas. Now we'll go back to the railways, right click, export, selected features as. Now this time around, we call it railway. Save. Okay. Now we'll go to the railways, then we'll remove layer. Now we have the railway. Then we have the towns. It's okay. We have the railway, the towns. Now we have the water bodies. I want to get the water bodies. Okay, so we'll do the same thing. Then we'll move to click on vector, research tool, select by location. Now this time around, ng water bodies, ng water bodies. Store the area, and our extent, ng area, store the area boundary. This time around, I think intersect within, as well as contain. Okay, I think this will do. Let's try and see. And let's see whether it has selected. Okay, you can see it has those one in yellow. It has selected all our water bodies. So now we close. Then go to the water bodies. Then export, save selected feature as, and go back and click water body. Click water body, save, then OK. Now ng water body, we remove it, remove layer. Now we have the water bodies. And now let's see our rivers. So you can see this our rivers. So the same thing, we have to select all the river that crosses and also those that are within. So go to vector, research tool, select by location. Now ng rivers, store the area. So our extent, store the area boundary. They are within, cross, contain, untick, intersect, then click run. Now these are our rivers. Then now right click on rivers, export selected features as, and on air we write river, then click OK. On the river we remove this layer, right click, click on remove layer, click OK. Now we have our rivers, our water bodies, our railways, our towns. Now we need to have our roads. Let's get the major roads. Now this time around, since we're going to select only the major roads. So these are our road crosses and also within. This time around we're going to open our attribute table. Now double click here to sort them out, footway and the rest. Also primary, so we can take primary as our major. So click on this button, select features, user and expression. Now we're going to select on this column FG class, then click on the field and values, click on FG, double click on FG class, then here click equal, then click all units values, then we look for, double click on primary, and finally click on select features, close. So now if you scroll you can see it has select all So you see it has select all our, in yellow you can see this our major, so these are our primary rows. So here let's click back on roads, export, selected, save selected feature as. This time around, we call it major road and click save. Okay, so these are major roads. Okay, then now we have the minor road. Let's go back to this attribute table. Now let's clear the selection. Now we have clear the selection. Now let's untick major roads. Now let's go back to this. Now let's get our minor roads. So our minor roads, I think we get primary and tertiary. I think this will give us the other one. Same thing we do. Click on this. Then under fields and values, FG, double click on FG class. Click. Now this time around, we're going to use the expression which is in bracket. Select all those feature class which is either unique, either secondary, comma, then tertiary. Let's see tertiary. Then close brackets. Then click select features. Then close. Then minimize. Now you can see this one highlighted in yellow are the secondary and tertiary roads. So let's go to our roads. Click export. Click save selected feature as. Then from here we give it a name minor road. Click save. Then click OK. Now we can see our minor roads. So now these roads, let's remove this layer. So far we are able to filter out and get all features within the minor road, the major road, and then the rivers, the water body, the railway, the study area towns, the study area boundary, the rest. So let's once more time save. Now the next thing is to start styling. Now let's start with the boundary, study area boundary. Double click. This will take you to the symbology. Now I want to change the stroke. That is the outer boundary. Click on simple fill. Stroke color. I think I can select this color. This is the code. You can see the code here 9D. Okay, then now let's increase the width. Then let's take under the stroke style dash line. Under the field type, I think I will give it this color, which you can see FFF4DE. Then click apply. Under field type, select solid, then click apply. Then here we are. So this now is the study area. Now let's bring the railways. Under the railway, tick the railway to show it, then double click. Under symbology, then scroll down, then select topo railway, click applied. Then let's see, move this one, it's okay. You can reduce the width down. Double click here, then click again. Let's reduce to 2, then click apply. Click OK. So this is our railway. Let's see the water body. Double click on the water body. Click this. Then under the field type, here I have a color this is the one I use. The other, the stroke color I also use same thing. I think let's see, it's okay. Then click OK. Then the next thing is the rivers. I give it the same color, double click on rivers, simple line. And I move to recent color, click on this. Okay, I think let's see. Okay, it is okay, then click apply, then click OK. Now we have our rivers. Let's see the major road. Click on this and click on simple line. The color here, I will give it this. Increase it to 4. Let's see, applied. Then click OK. And this is our major road. Now the minor roads. The minor road is this. Double click on the minor road. Now under the color, select this dark gray or dark gray. Then width, applied. As you can see, so it's too. Let's reduce the size. Can reduce a little bit up. So I think this is what we have. Let's change this to this. See, it's okay like this. Okay, click OK. So now this is our. We have everything ready. Yeah. Now let's see what remains. Study area towns. So it's our area towns. Let's change this. Then double click on this area towns. Under label, click on single labels. Apply. Let's see. They start to come out. It's okay. Under placement, click on mode, cartography. Not under mode, and select on offset from point. Click on offset from point. Let's move them up everything. Click applied. I can see. Then offset. Let's scroll down to move them a little bit up. Then let's move it down again a bit. Applied. A little bit. Click. And applied. Then let's go to symbology. That color. Symbology, the color, we call it black. Let's click on simple marker. Then we'll select this type. Then applied. Then we can, let's go back to the size. Let's reduce the size 1.4. Let's see. Let's reduce a little bit. Let's bring it to 1, down to 1. It's okay, then click OK. So now this is our towns. We now have the town so far. I think we have done with the. Let's click save. We have done with the study area. All we have the rivers, the water bodies, the railway, major road and minor roads, and the major towns. So what we need to do next is to now off those layers. Let off these layers. Then under the study area boundary, open the attribute table. Then click on this one to select it. And now let's give this another something, because if you check the study area map, we have this one study area in another form with red background or red stroke. So let's make it right click, export selected feature as. Now I will call it study area red boundary. Okay, and click OK. Now let's bring this one down below this, and now let all of our states. Now we have this. Now under this, let's double click on this. Click on this, that will select the simple fill. We'll give it red. This one, then increase the width. Fill type to no brush. Click applied. Okay. Now let's start with the state boundaries. Zoom to layer. Now we can see the map here. What we have, color, the background is white, and then the stroke color is this color. Let's see. Then we double click on that simple fill. Fill type is no brush. Then color, I think we have this color. Then let's see applied. I think that is it. Then click OK. So now we have the state's boundaries, but what we need is that of our study area. We states, you can see these are all what we have. Let's see the state. Let's click. Let's first bring our study, the red study area boundary. You can see it's here. So which state is that? Let's select. This is selected. Let's click on this. You can see the state is Kano. Okay, so we need to let me off this study area boundary. Now, so this is what we have. Then the next one is to create the Kano State shapefile. Now what we do, we double click. Not double click, I'm sorry. Right click. Open the attribute table. Now under the name one, if you see, these are all the states. Kano is there. So I'll click on this row to select Kano. Kano has been selected. You can see that. I'll right click, export, save selected feature as. This time around, I'll call it ng Kano. Then okay, Kano State. Then click save and click OK. So now we have this. So let me off this layer. Then right click, zoom to this layer. Now under the styling, we need to give it this color. Let's see. Double click. Under simple fill color, I think this is the one. Then stroke color, so the one. Apply. Now under the okay. Under stroke color, let's give the one we used the other time. And click OK. So now let's bring the two and see. Zoom to layer. Okay, now you can see. Now here we are. Now let's come to the local government. Let's open the attribute table. I'll click open attribute table. And local government, let's look at the fields. The name field is the state, and the name 2 is the local government area name. So we need to filter T1 for only Kano, so that we're able to get all the local government under Kano State. What we do, we'll come to the symbol select feature use and expression, This time around, let's see fields and values. Under name 1, double click on it. They will say it's equals to. Under all unique values, then select Kano, double click, then click select fixtures. So this select all the local government. So right click, export, save selected feature as ng Kano State LGA, local government areas. Save. So now remove this source layer. Remove this, remove layer. There is it. Then click OK. Now let's zoom to this layer. Zoom to layer. Now the same thing you do to Kano State. Let's do the same thing here. Simple fill. Fill color. Then the stroke color thing is this. Then apply. Include the local governments. Right click on label, single label. Okay. Under the name 1, you will see the local government actually is under name 2. So select name 2. Then select, click applied, and click OK. Clear selection, close. Clear the selection, then close. So let's save. So far we have able to do the Kano State, the state local government, show the local government. Nigeria is showing all the state and as well as study areas. So let's save. So now it's time to create the map. So let's start first with the Nigeria. So what we do, go to Nigeria, place Kano State. So what is this? So let's click save. Then under click on project, navigate to new printout, which we call map 1. Or let's call it study area map. Then click OK. So make sure that you are here first. All these other layers are off. And let's come here, then right click, page properties. Under page size, set it to A3. So here we are, so that we have enough room to operate. Then on our left side, under click on add shape, rectangle. Then click and drag to the edge, to the end here. So that's it. So now you see we have insect. These are insect map. We have 2 insect maps here. So the first one, let's click on this, add map. I think somewhere here. Here we'll do somewhere here. You drag. So the map of Nigeria is there. So if you want to zoom, you can go back to it. Then you click save. Go back there. Then refresh. Okay, then click here and that's it. So now let's move it. Click on here and then drag it, position it well. Then move here to expand this box a little bit. Then click here to move it. So let's see. Let's move it. Let's see. Refresh. So I think this one is okay. Let's now size it a little bit. I think it's okay like this. Now let's give it come straight on the right hand side and click on frame. So we have a frame. Then we click here to add a not arrow. Then we click. Not arrow. Now the next thing is to add a grid. Then click here grids. Then add. Then select modify grids. Under the grid style frame animations, then scroll down, then draw coordinate. Under the interval, let's say 1. Let's see. They're too much. We'll put 5. 5 is okay. Then for the Y, we'll put 5. Then under the frame, type select exterior ticks. Then the position of this, let's scroll down. To the left, we want them to be up. So we'll say left, horizontal, then we'll select vertical ascending. Then on the right, we'll select vertical ascending. Then the format, we'll select degree minute with surface. Then let's see where we change the font size. Let's change the font size to 11. So I think that is it. What we have so far. Now let's put a box around it. Then let's first save. Let's put a box around it. Triangle. So now let's on that box on the right and click here. Then open the simple fill. Fill color transparent. Stroke color, we give it the red 4. Then the width. Then click outside. Now this is what we have. We have the not arrow. Okay, we have this. Then now let's write text there. And right click. And click here to write. Click here to write Nigeria. Then the font, set it to 20. Click OK. Let me go back. Then click bold. So I think we have this. The next thing is to draw Kano State, saying this. Let's see. So under this, so we have to lock this area. We have to lock this. We got lock areas, lock layers, and this. So we save. Now we have locked. Then let's go back to the second part. Now we have this. Now we have Kano State, local government. So this is what we have. Zoom to layer. So we have this. So now we save. Then go back here. Then now we under add map. Here to add this map. think I will do. I think that's it. Now let's go back and zoom in. And click save. Then go back here. And then refresh. Click here. I think we have this. It's okay. On this. So we have this. So now let's bring the, okay, I'm sorry. So we have to go back here and then bring the red story area boundary. Save. Then let's come back here and refresh. Well, here we. So here where we are. Now I have this. So let me move this one a little bit. Okay, so we have this. So click on this under frame. It's on. Then the next thing, let's add our arrow key. Click here to add the not arrow. Okay, so now we have the not arrow, and let's double Ctrl C, Ctrl V, or copy and paste. Then here we write then here on click here and write Kano State. Kano State. Then click. Okay, I think that's it. Kano State. Now the same thing here we're going to do. We go back to grids and click here, then click modify. This time around we have to click frame and animation only. Then exterior text, click down, draw coordinate. Now let's see where we are. Under 1 or under 6. Under 6 or 6, let me see. 1 point. .5. I'm sorry, under interval, let's put 1. It's too much. Let's put 1. Okay, 1 is okay. Then the same thing here, we'll put 1. And let's see, scroll down, horizontal, vertical, ascending, right, vertical, ascending. Let's set the font size to 11. I think we have this. Next is to draw a line. Here we'll come here, an arrow, click arrow, then you click and bring it down to this point. Let's go, double click, right click. When you reach right click, then now let's go to this way selected. Let's go here, simple line, then the color we give it red, the width. Okay, you'll go back here, then the stroke color, I'll give it red, fill color will also give it red. So this is map 2. Now let's lock layers, also lock, then I will save. So we are getting closer. I've done with this side, now remain the other side. So which now we are going to see. So now let's go back to the other side. We off this one, then now let's go to the study area, click and zoom to layer, then on all the other layers. Zoom out, okay, like this. We have all this, then now let's go with save. And make sure that this map 2 is locked, because you see it cannot be selected. Let map 2 is locked, there is lock. Map 2 is locked. So now let's go to add map. So round here, so click to drag up to this edge. So this is what we have. Then let's go back. It's not well enlarged. Let's enlarge it. To click save, then go back here. Okay, I think it's okay this way. Then let's click on this to position it, drag to position it. So I think on that is okay. Then click on the frame, tick on the frame, and now let's add the bricks just like what we did. Then click on this, then modify frame and annotation only. Then on the frame, now select exterior ticks, then draw coordinate. So now here we start 0, 1. See it's going. Then under the Y interval, 0.1. And let's move down. Let's change under draw coordinate. We change this to degree minute to suffix. Let's move down to increase the font. Let's change the font size to 12. Okay. Then on the left, vertical ascending, on the right, vertical ascending. So let's see. And now let's move to, can you say, let's lay this Nigeria down, Control C, Control V, copy, cannot work. Now let's add text. So put study area. All right, study area. Study area, Kano State, Nigeria. Under the font, can select it to 20, then bold. Okay, then resize and position it at the center. Okay, you can see it's okay. Think what again do we have? We need to draw an arrow to point here. were to write an arrow, they will take this an arrow here to this point. Let me click again. Let me do it one more time. Let me do it one more time again. I don't know what's happening. Okay, so we have this. Then under this arrow, after what we did, we click the color. I'm calling go back. And this, then select red. Increase this, okay. Then go back. And the stroke color, give it red. Fill color, give it red. So this is Kano State, is Nigeria. This, then let's give our arrow button, or not arrow, down here. So let's select this map. Let's go here and select map 3. Selected, then let's add our scale bar. Set bar fits, click on fit segment width, then click to drag. I think there's it. Now let's bring the legend. Click here to bring add legend. Open, then come here. Now we can see water body. So double click on this. Then click to update. Then double click on this. Study area boundary. Study area boundary. Edit to study area boundary. So towns. Double click. Town. Singular. Town. Only town. Then all the other ones we don't need. Click. Remove. Click. Remove. Click. Remove. Click. Remove. So those are the ones that will go scroll down under. And this will give it a title legend. You scroll down under columns. We need 3 columns. The 1, 2, 3. Then split. Thing like this we do. So here we draw, let's drag. Scale bar, let's see if it fit. Let's come there and see under the columns. Under the columns. Okay, so let's increase it to 4. Okay, 4 will do. Move it down. Okay. Put down there. I think it's okay like this. Then let's move on down to font. The legend title font, we give it also 20 bold. Then the labels font, like, let's see whether 14 will be okay. Let's like this one, then move it up a little bit to the right. I think when you click on save, I think we're almost there. Let's position this. Okay, so you can play with it. So we have this, move this up a little bit. So we have this. I can click on save. I think we're almost there. Study area, Kano State, Nigeria. What again do we have now? Let me write text. Write my name. Text. Author. So then font, let me give it 14. Click, then click on bold. So I think that's all. I think that is so far what we have. Okay, let's let map 3. Then okay, so we have this map 3. Then we lock the layers. Then that's it. So that's the next thing now is to export this map. Then click here, export as image. Then go to the desktop, put map. Then let's go to let's let our project 1 under images. Then write map of the study area. Click save. Then okay, save. Click save again. Okay, so let's one more time. Click save. Then minimize. Go back to our desktop. Click on project 1, images. So yeah, that's it. As you can see, this is the complete tutorial how to create a study area map for the data sheet 80, as you can see. So you can add more style to it if you want to, or this is the way how to do it. So far you can see something here is not showing, the railways is not showing there. I don't know what happened. Let's go back. That was a mistake somewhere. Under let 3, let's unlock it. Let's go back here and see the railway. Okay, the railway is supposed to go. Let's bring it down under that. So what happened? Let's see. It's like the railway is not showing. What's the problem? Oh, this area, let's bring it down. I'm sorry. Then see, then click save. Then then click this, then update. Guys, then click on this, position it to drag it. And now lock the layers and save. So one more time, let's this, then click save, then replace, yes, click save again. Now let's open back the here is it. So this is the study area map of this. This is the map of the study area. It covers data sheet 8. So that is how to create it using Google Earth Pro, Qgis, as well as OIS montage. So you can see the legend, major road, minor road, river, water body, study area, boundary, railway, and town. So that's how to create the study area map for your research. So please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that at the time I release more videos you get notified. Also make sure that you hit the notification bell so that you get notified anytime I update new videos. Please, you can if you can like to support my work, you can click on you can visit this link, or there is a link in the description of this video. You can do it. Even a little can help so that I can be putting more quality videos on my channel. Once again, thank you and see you in another video.